Welcome to Linguistic Academy YouTube channel. Today the topic that we are going to discuss is adjectives and types of adjectives. First of all, let me briefly explain what an adjective is. Adjective. In my previous videos, I have already explained the concept of adjective in detail. We have learnt that an adjective is a word that modifies a noun or a noun phrase. It means that an adjective gives more information about a noun or pronoun. It describes or points out person, place, animal or thing. That means it tells the number, quantity, shape, duration or quality of the subject. Sometimes an adjective provides background information, such as facts or opinions about each noun. Overall, we can say it is a word that is used with a noun to add some information for its meaning. For example, the gorgeous lady is coming toward us. The red Ferrari is standing next to my door. Jack is an angry young man. She made delicious cookies. In all these examples, the underlined words are working as adjectives for the noun that is following them, because these all are providing information or showing the quality of each of these nouns. Now let's discuss the types of adjectives. Types of adjectives. There are 8 types of adjectives in English language. Descriptive adjective, quantitative adjectives, numeral adjectives, proper adjectives, distributive adjectives, demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives, and possessive adjectives. Now let's study them in detail one by one. Descriptive adjectives descriptive adjectives are also called qualitative adjectives because description means adding some detail or an explanation. Therefore, a descriptive adjective is an adjective that modifies a noun or pronoun by adding a description to it or by expressing its quality. It's a general observation that most number of adjectives fall under this category, or we can say that an adjective is considered descriptive who modifies or expresses quality of a noun or pronoun. As their usage is concerned, they can be used before or after a noun. The quality that makes descriptive adjectives superior to other adjectives is that only descriptive adjectives can form comparative and superlative degrees when are used in comparison. For example, it is a puzzling game. I like cold coffee. Her clothes are more expensive than mine. Cristino is the best player in the team. In all these examples, first 2 examples are just showing qualities or descriptions about the noun. But in the third example, as you observe, her clothes are more expensive than mine. The adjective is used in comparative degree. While in the fourth example, Cristino is the best player in the team. The best is the superlative degree of adjective used in the sentence. Quantitative adjectives. Quantitative adjectives, as per the name, describe quantity of a noun when they are uncountable in nature or when they are shown to be. Now, countable nouns fall under another category. Only uncountable nouns fall in this category, or when their exact quantity is not mentioned. Quantitative adjectives refer to the amount of a thing or how much is it. These adjectives help in adding detail about the object in various categories within a sentence. For example, I bought some new clothes this week. Very little oil is left for cooking. Mother gave me few slices of bread. You need to read several books for exam. Most of the people aren't aware of artificial intelligence. In all these examples, we see that the quantity of the noun is mentioned, but these are said to be uncountable nouns because we do not have the exact quantity of how much amount is being talked about. So we are saying that these are uncountable, or these are shown to be uncountable in nature. So these adjectives are quantitative adjectives right now. Numeral adjectives. Earlier we were studying quantitative adjectives that mostly talked about uncountable nouns. But when it comes to countable nouns, here we go for numeral adjectives. Numeral adjectives are also called adjectives of number or numerical objects because they mainly work as quantitative adjectives in a sentence. Now, why they are called adjectives of quantity or quantitative adjectives? Because they represent number or order of a pronoun within a sentence. We can also say that they provide more details and accurate information because the number sequence that is provided. Now, there is a variation. Very few times it happens that quantitative adjectives also work as numeral adjectives. For example, Sunday is the first day of week. The hand has 5 fingers. There are no pictures in this book. Most boys like cricket. In all these examples, we see that the quantity of each noun is provided. First day of week, 5 fingers and no pictures. We are given quantities over here, so these are numeral adjectives. But as I told you that there is a variation. In the last sentence you see most is the uncountable noun provided. So sometimes it is also considered as numeral adjectives that we will discuss in detail in the next slide. Categories of numeral adjectives. Numeral adjectives are further divided into 3 categories: definite numeral adjectives, indefinite numeral adjectives, and distributive adjectives. Let's discuss them. Definite numeral adjectives. Definite numeral adjectives are the adjectives that show exact number or position of the noun or pronoun within a sentence, like 1, 2, 3 or first, second, third. These definite numeral adjectives are further divided into 2 categories. Number 1 is cardinal adjectives. Cardinal adjectives are the ones that provide numbers directly in a sentence, like 1, 2, 3, etc. Second category is those of ordinal adjectives. Ordinal adjectives do not show exact number. They mention order or position of a noun or pronoun within a sentence, like first, second, third. For example, only 10 pages are left for study. The second part of the movie is amazing. One player is selected from our area for the national team. Now you see 10 and 1. These are cardinal adjectives, while second is showing position, that is not showing the number. So this is called ordinal adjective. Indefinite numeral adjective. Indefinite numeral adjectives are more like quantitative adjectives because they do not give any specific information or any count value. They denote to the number of noun or pronoun that are more than 1 in number but do not show the exact number. Or we can say that they are non-specific for not providing exact value, like several, some, all, any, few. For example, are there any books in your school bag? Several people are waiting for the show to begin. There are some fruits in the refrigerator. There are no books in the library. You see that in all these examples, no quantity is provided. So these are more like quantitative adjectives, but these are called indefinite numeral adjectives here. Proper adjectives. Just recall in your mind a previous video in which we had discussed noun and types of noun and learnt that there are 2 types of noun, common noun and proper noun. Common noun refers to the generic things while proper noun refers to specific things. Here, while discussing Proper adjectives, we can say that these are derived from proper nouns. Since they are derived from proper nouns, therefore they describe people, places and things based on their names or when written in capitalized. Though we have observed throughout that adjectives are not capitalized until they appear in the beginning of the sentence. But here in this case, proper adjectives, they are capitalized even if they are not in the beginning of a sentence. For example, most unique kind of structure is that of Egyptian pyramid. We crossed Chinese border few hours before. She has got really fine American accent. Tomorrow we are going to have an exam of Shakespearean drama. Now you see the proper nouns are used as adjectives in all these examples. So we are capitalizing their initial letter and these are called proper adjectives. Distributive adjectives. Distributive adjectives, as their name shows, separate things. It refers to members of a group individually. It means when something is happening to an entire group, distributive adjective separates group into individual numbers like each, every, either, etc. When distributive adjectives are used, they restrict adjectives to the nouns they modify. For example, anyone can participate in this game. Each child got scholarship. I run a mile every morning. Neither answer sounded right. Now there are more than one things, but all these distributive adjectives are referring to each noun separately. Demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives, as their name indicates, give explanation or demonstration about the noun they are referring to. When we define them properly, we say that these are the words that indicate directly a person or few things, few people or anything. We can also say that they specially describe the position of someone or something, or they are also used to emphasize the importance of a noun or a pronoun. Another important thing about demonstrative adjectives is that they are also called determiners. Because as you know, determiners are also modifying words because they tell where the object is located and how many objects are there. For example, these flowers smell great. Did you eat all of those cakes? I am saddened by this news. In all these examples, we are using words like these, those and this as determiners to demonstrate each of the noun. Possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives are most commonly used as used adjectives because they indicate possession of a noun to a person. They are also used to express what something belongs to and as a result correspond to pronouns like I, me, you, he, she, etc. For example, she was wearing my jacket. His teacher will become a great mentor. I went on vacation with his car. Who is responsible for this mess? Now you see that all these underlined words are mainly pronouns, but here they are used as possessive adjectives because these are showing some possession. Interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives are also known as interrogative determiners because they modify a noun by just asking a question. Most of these questions are WH questions like what, who, how, etc. For example, which book have you just read? What number are you trying to reach? Do you know which is my parcel? In all these examples, we see that there are WH questions that are used as adjectives because they are specifying the noun, each of the noun, to ask questions. Thank you for watching my video. Do subscribe my channel and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Links are provided in the description or email for queries. Thank you.